So again, this is very challenging. I can see somehow like a salute in my vision of this cousin, David Qasim. And since I've taken his friend's relative's name, Louie Sheikh, there is this pulling of strings and threads and all. So yes, they have managed to provoke me again. But even before this, it's like when I wake up, it's until I go to sleep, and even the dreams are nightmarish and disturbing at times. And while I'm eating or wanting to rest or doing something or washing, the voices, it's this, it's that one, yeah, they have done terrible black magic on you. This is ongoing. And now who will believe me? And I know that they can't be stopped because the way they do it, it's too cunning and too skillful, too calculating. And how shall I say, it's indirectly done. They themselves are very calm and friendly. So it's they can't be caught or stopped. If they are rich, then they're paying money to the poor, or put them in duress or something. I mean, I have no idea what the evil works they're up to. I was blessed to have a genuinely sweet mother, but this person, this cousin and his mother, the way they do it, no one should tell them, no one should tell them off, no one should correct them, and they can do anything they like. And if you had known this aunt of mine, you would not have believed me at all against her. His mother was so friendly, smiling in the community, if you had seen and were there. And I was a very serious person. Even some of the community members could complain, I being reserved and hardly spoke to anyone. But my mother did. So even as a teenager, like, my mother was social, and I found it a little bit hard when I was growing up, because I was in my own depression, to learn how now to be like my own mother. So I was blessed, very blessed, with a genuinely true mother. And in retrospect now, I blame this sister, younger sister of my mother, who came to London in our house, tried to disturb her child, that is me, thwart the wish of my mother. And then this cousin came, David Qasim, to our new house, tried to sleep with was sleeping with the new temporary maid in 1989 or 88, end of 88 or beginning. And when she wanted more money from him and he didn't have that much money, he forced himself on her. He raped her. I really, in retrospect, think that even this maid was set up to disturb our house. She was a temporary maid, and while he then came to our house to live and spend the nights there too. So after that, we had to even ask the cook to leave because the maid started acting funny. And it wouldn't be surprising that his friend, with his friend's help, he got the maid to do this, act funny later on, so that we would all blame the maid and not him. And he even came to me and tried to say, make me believe that he didn't actually rape the maid. He said, on my dead mother's body, I didn't rape the maid. But that day she was asking for 10 rupees. I didn't have that much money. I didn't have 10 rupees. And so that's why, otherwise, I think they were sleeping together. And then soon afterwards came the cook with the same name as my grandfather, and a brother in Italy. And then he's got Louie Sheikh and Khurram Sheikh. Khurram Sheikh's mother is an Italian, I was told by him. So this cook from Bangladesh, and they could do black magic or anything. He was also sneezing and coughing a lot, having allergies. And these people, they are such liars. How shall I say? They can really turn things around, and it will all backfire against an innocent person, and even a target to whom they are targeting. And you will sympathize with these people and will be, blaming the person who is their victim. And oh yes, there's such a small world again. Louie Sheikh's wife was in Center for Advanced Studies when I was doing my O-levels. She was there, and she's a Shia Muslim. I know because I've seen her in during Muharram in the majlises. So I strongly suspect even them helping him, this David Qasim, my cousin. And now I've disowned him because they have really put my whole house upside down, my health upside down, mental and physical. So even in this condition, I'm taking the risk to expose them, even though it's very far-fetched that they are so scattered and they can pay anyone and use anyone and threaten anyone to do wrong to us or anyone they want to get or be vindictive or revengeful on. Because I do feel there's a control this enemy has on me, and it's gone right inside. It's like in my blood. When my mother was alive, she was saying some years back that her nerves are being pulled and strained, and then it got to me too, and I feel my nerves are being strained, and I'm like completely like highly strung, strained, in a strained condition. Kept this way for many years. It's very surprising that I don't have cancer. And everything else in detail about this cousin, I strongly suspect are on the videos on YouTube and Facebook groups I've made against David Qasim. This energy put on me, controlling me, this hasn't let me breathe, peacefully for a second even, for many years when I was in Karachi. It started after I came back doing law, And even in London, I felt like collapsing. At times I felt I should quit, call my father. I mean, going shopping, I was such an athletic person, and so active, and then suddenly unable to shop properly and wanting to collapse. I mean, feeling like I'm going to just collapse. So this madness and everything, the feeling, my condition, my very, very, very strange condition. Sometimes if I don't want to move from this side to that side, it's painful to move, like a psychological pain is there. So this isn't because I'm alone and lonely. This has been going on for many years now, many, many years.